The storm caught our world by surprise. The first wave hit the Ice Age. All life was frozen in a matter of hours. Small groups took refuge in caves and tried to survive, but the increasing cold and lack of food left them no chance. The second wave came, crawling out of caves and frozen cities. The earth began to cool, but one corner of civilization still survived. Our task is to test the possibility of survival on Earth for decades in orbit. The station's scientists created a completely repeating simulation. They don't remember anything. This was done to ensure the veracity of the results. After all, if a person remembers that he is safe at the station, the data will be distorted. And today I will try to survive in it. Good luck to me. And where am I? Everything is covered in ice here. I urgently need to find a tree. Oh, and there are no trees around, only ice blocks. I have 3 fire charges and some coal, as I understand it. This is for making a fire. Wow, what is this? I think we can take shelter under this overpass. It looks like some kind of abandoned bridge. Let's walk along it. Who's flying there? Okay, I found a tree. That's the main thing now. We need to get it as quickly as possible. Craft a workbench and craft a fire. This is a river tree for us. I hope we can create one from them. Yes, we can create a workbench from them. We'll put it right here. At first, I wanted to drag it under the overpass for shelter, but I don't think it's worth it. Take the axe, and let's go for the next tree. By the way, you can collect fruit from this tree and immediately have a snack in the cold. This is a must-have. There is a fire. Take the workbench. We'll try to get some more seedlings. Yes, there are seedlings. They fell in Dolomanovsk. I'm safe. There are some other plants here. Maybe it's wheat, but that's not the main thing. At least we are warm, relatively warm. Okay, let's run through the quests. At least the first quest is ready. It's to create a fire. Oh, the first achievement is still there. A squid is floating around. So what kind of plant is this? Yeah, and you can't even get it. It looks like a skeleton. So, this is very bad. This is very bad. Let's run away now across the ice. Quickly disperse the cactus in the middle of Antarctica. Now that's what I understand. Okay, it seems we've broken away from the skeleton. Let's collect some cacti. Maybe they'll come in handy in the future. The skeleton, the fire wasn't meant for you. Okay, I suggest we just walk along the overpass. At least we have food for now, and I think this road should lead somewhere. No human foot has set foot on it for a long time. No cars have driven along it. Everything has frozen over long ago. Our possibly saving road ends in some rubble. What happened here? But I found coal. Let's craft it. Let's take cover from the snow and get the first stone. Stone Age plus an achievement. The main thing now is not to freeze. Oh heart. Hold on, hold on. There's ugh. That was dangerous, but we need another fire. Well, we have coal. All that's left is wood. Find the first torches. I hope we can warm up near the torches. We can keep warm too. Well, at least logically, they should provide heat. Okay, we need to drag the workbench and place it right in front of the entrance. I think stone tools won't hurt us for crafting. And by the way, that's enough sticks for a sword. The stone set is ready. And just the achievement to resist local mobs. We need a burning stick. It's crafted quite simply. Lay out 2 sticks diagonally and surround it with a fastic. In the local world, mobs are afraid only of fire, plus 16 coal. By the way, I'm already out of food. I suggest we run to the rubble and see if there's something interesting here. Wow, a workbench looks like some kind of checkpoint. This is better than a cave. By the way, I hear water. I want to go down. Yeah, everything is flooded here. It looks like a basement. And I also hear zombies. Well, at least we're in shelter. Okay, I think we have nothing to do in the basement. Everything is frozen with water. Everything is flooded. Let's take the books and go upstairs. I think we'll need a potion brewer too. And here is this bookshelf, with my HP. Explore all sorts of abandoned buildings. Then they are good. Any poke, any damage, and I die. Let's collect some torches and see what's up there about the chest. Wow, I'm so lucky. Golden apple. This is really cool. Let's take the whole chest. Any loot, a load of gold. And here, I'll probably even eat this golden apple. But that's another matter. Okay, what's next? There were apparently some balconies here. Let's jump to the next building. It's much higher though. From it, there's really nothing. What happened here? I can hear a skeleton up there, so I won't go there yet. There are mobs everywhere wherever you listen. Wow. So I only have a cactus. Let's put no stones build up, but it seems like I should be safe somewhere else. The skeleton is, I guess, you bosh fire. It was fast. And scary, where did it come from? Here at all. Here I am again. Here this time, no fire charges, no coal. I don't remember where I started going at the beginning of survival. Well, again, we're looking for tree skeleton. We're leaving, even don't think about it. There's another tree. We're running across the ice. I thought it was a creeper, some kind of cave. Quickly down. Let's go inside. I cleared out the thicket. This is copper, by the way. Oh well, at least there's wind here. It doesn't blow half a heart. No food. Yes, this world is much less friendly than I thought. The main thing now is not to start freezing, so here is the entrance. And how do I loot myself? Well, remember the ghost that attacked me in the city? So, we need to farm them a little, because they drop some kind of wool. And from this wool, we can craft a sleeping bag on which we will rest, and rest in this game is max. By the way, fire charges in this assembly are made very simply. We just need coal and a block of wood. And with the help of these charges, we can already adequately fight off mobs and even skeletons at a distance. I dug here and dug up the next passage. It turns out that behind the wall there was already a fairly long cave. So what kind of ore is this? An inert crystal? I don't know whether it is necessary or not, but since I can get it, let's get it. Why not? We'll farm experience at the same time. Well, in general, these crystals are needed for some advanced crafts. I'm still far from them, but let them lie. The main thing is that there were no mobs. What is this? Is this lava? What kind of light is this? And is this miner's lichen? There's something flying there. They seem to look friendly. These are some kind of cave butterflies. Let's get through these drips. Now this is really bad. So. Go away. Don't even think about catching up with me. Going into the caves wasn't a very good idea. It's already dawn outside. Let's try to get out and find trees as quickly as possible. About the overpass, and zombies. Well, this time I'm with you. They have HP. And when this zombie emits particles, it becomes immune. What kind of horror is this? What kind of landing force is this from the overpass? It's so unfair. What is this? It's Myers Lazovsky. Now we quickly get wood, and we urgently need to hide from the bad weather. Well, I think I'm warm. By the way, I'm a fool. It would have been better if I had taken the rotten flesh from it from the first achievement. I could have made leather. And from leather, a backpack. Okay, we need to think about how to get into the cave because we need cave roots are the only source of food at the moment. Trees, unfortunately. In these conditions, they will not grow. You need to grow them in a cave or run around the world and look for berries. But this is too unprofitable and dangerous. Besides, let's get the fish we found. The poor traveler. By the way, I don't even have a stone. Let's spin some gold pickaxe. And by the way, again, this stone that I can't get a stone pickaxe, a stone axe, a few torches, namely, for pieces only. And where is the fish? Yeah, fish to squeeze, the first adequate food. Nice. I think we can take the fire because we need coal. Let's get trees in the visible vicinity and return to the shelter. After all, the day needs to be spent productively and loot at least a lot of useful resources, and here they are. Another berry on this side is an already lifeless desert, which I am again starting to freeze. Okay. It's just getting dark. Let's go back to the cave. We'll pick up some loot along the way. So here it is. Our cave. I think we'll build it up 9:45 passage so that no one dares to disturb me, and I hope it will be warm here. Okay. Let's just dig down at 9:51 hoping to find something, and we again find the sword. Why do we need it now? Wow. A cave also. With a source of water. The most interesting thing is, are there monsters here? Well, it seems that except for drops of water, nothing is hurt again. These inert crystals, I think if we cope with the mobs, then in principle it is possible to survive in caves. And here are the mobs, by the way. It looks like a zombie resident. Yes, well, hello. Come on. Come here. They are tough, of course. Well, at least the achievement monster hunter. We need to craft torches for all the remaining coal and light the cave. There is coal, there is iron, and this is, by the way, a cyclic cave. I like this place, but it is more or less supplied with resources. It is already relatively safe here. I wanted to say the problem is that the skeletons impose slowness. It is very difficult to escape from them. Okay. Let's think about what we can do. Well, at least we can craft a stove and compress some wood, so craft a fire stick. Well, wish me luck, although something tells me that I'm doomed. Where are you? So where did you run off to? Well, come here and get it. And he's damn fast. The stick broke. That's very bad. There is no one here. We mine coal. That's what you hear. Looks like there was a collapse. Finally, we have color now. We light everything very carefully so that no infection can spawn. And what should I do with you? I definitely don't want to fight with a skeleton. It's one thing to have a ghost that can't really do anything from a distance, and another thing is a skeleton, and I spend all the coal and can't even craft a fire charge. We need to lure this skeleton to the other side of the cave. While he's walking there, we need to dig up coal. Preferably with a golden pickaxe. Come on, come here. Or go, what are you doing there? He's coming. I hope he's gone far enough from the mine. There is now. Very quickly we farm coal and run to the workbench. No, go away, go build. There is he stomping right here. Okay. Now we'll craft fire charge. It's stomping around somewhere. No. This is a bad position. Let's somehow dig around and pass by so that the cave doesn't collapse from the explosions. There is the first one. He went with 2 shots. No. I looked at the achievement and thought that I killed him while leading and also buried the entrance here. I hope the path wasn't completely blocked by snow. Somewhere around here on the left there is an ice floe with loot. We walk a little forward, turn right, and it seems like there is the entrance. Let's dig the ground nearby. Yes, there are my torches here. They haven't even gone out yet. Yeah, great. We're going down. So, did the skeleton spawn or something and he died? Yes, he fired an arrow. I fired a fireball, and we killed each other. Now that's what I understand. Gameplay. Okay, let's light up the caves as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I don't want another fight like this. Are you kidding me? Well, come on out. He's still alive. There is a strong water ball, but I can't find a use for it yet. This is action. Of course, 1 arrow drops from it. Well, actually, yes, it's an arrow on slowing down well. And the last cave. It goes somewhere deep down, by the way. Who are you? Oh. Come on. I'm not afraid of you there. From below, I see edible roots growing that we can collect and multiply, and that will be food for the next few days. Yes, for 1 zombie. Half an axe is needed. How many edible roots are there from hunger? I definitely won't die. I'm safe. Come on, I mean. Somewhere behind the wall. Water is gurgling. I can clearly hear this stream. There are some plants here. Cave. Wow, wow. This is also an earthly lava ocean. We're definitely staying here. Here it's warm and water, and there are plants and food and a lot of coal. But first of all, we need to figure out how to get roots. I already thought that they can only be obtained with a sword, but it looks like those for Bigova are okay. The question is, can they be returned to? Yeah, you can't return them to the wall and plant them either. In theory, but I hope they can at least grow. Let's leave small shoots here for now and have a hearty snack. It could be worse, of course. What was this? It looks like another one avalanche, by the way. The roots are growing, unfortunately. The achievement didn't count for me. I had to check it first, and then there is okay. Let's get iron from iron. First of all, we'll make armor and, of course, a pickaxe to quickly mine coal. Although farming coal with an iron pickaxe at this stage of the game is probably wasteful, by the way. I only realized now I don't have any wood at all. Let's send them to crush the iron, and we'll have to go to the surface, probably. The trip for wood is cancelled. It turns out that when I crafted the fire RG, I didn't collect the reward of 16 logs. Now, that's what I call a good idea, to craft an iron pickaxe right away. I think we'll still need a few chests. 1 double 1 will be enough for the first time. We'll probably put it right here and dump all the most valuable things. Okay. Soon we'll smelt the iron, but for now we need to clear the cave of drippers. It's ready in the meantime. We have enough iron for pants here. I am again, by the way. The roots have grown now. There will be a plus achievement done. These are the things we can, in theory, put on the wall where it's convenient for us, and they will grow. Well, let's see what we have below. By the way, what kind of ore is this? I already have an iron pickaxe. Let's see. Oh yeah, this ore is needed to get down in some intricate way and make your main base here. The main thing is not to fall. So what is this anyway? Are these mushrooms? I thought these were some kind of trees. Never dig under yourself. But I was about to stand on it and dig it up. That would be funny. By the way, I'm running around here and didn't even notice that I was running past an amethyst geode. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is an amethyst geode. Yes, and with the help of amethyst, we can make a spyglass to find out if there are diamonds there. Or is it something else? The wall of this geode is too thick. For a spyglass, we need 2 copper ingots and just 1 ball. I've already mined all of this. I think a workbench below wouldn't hurt us. Let's put it somewhere around here. Craft something up there and smelt 2 ingots. Well, in the meantime, all this is melting. I will mine the remaining resources. After all, time needs to be spent efficiently. By the way, I was probably being smart about it. It was time to spend planks on fuel, but nothing can be done, but I had to throw in coal. Okay, let's craft a spyglass. It's ready. Yoo-hoo, nothing there's not much sense in it, and let's go see what's really going on there. Yes, these are diamonds. How many resources are there? Look at the amount of iron, redstone. There's another diamond deposit. So, we dig up all the resources from this mine and go down. I don't even feel sorry for the iron pickaxe anymore, because we still have a lot of iron, and soon diamonds will appear. By the way, I was finally able to get this strange block. It turned out to be zinc, ore, from which we can make zinc blocks. But we can make brass from zinc and bronze. It seems I'm not playing Tarot the Company, and the flashbacks are fierce. Well, at least you don't need to forge. I just threw it into the mechanism from Crete, and the alloy is ready. The iron melts. Let's see what's outside here. I still want to check. Is it possible to grow trees in this place? In this climate, we clear the ground of snow. Yeah, and we plant. Let's even plant a few of them for cleanliness. Let's plant 3 seedlings like this for an experiment and put a torch nearby just in case. What if it helps them? Yes, the blizzard is roaring fiercely. Let's see what's behind the hill. We've never looked here before to scare you. Ice, and there's a cactus in the middle of Antarctica. Oh, by the way, convenient plants. Come here, we can't pass this by. Well, let's get some wood. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to freeze. We mustn't forget that we can freeze to death, but let's run around a little more. What's here anyway? Well, listen, I only see cacti. It looks like there used to be a desert here, and right here there's a huge plain on which we can set up our base. This plain is located directly under the cave. I think this is the perfect place. We'll have a warm base below, but houses above, and by the way, I still don't have doors. We have to build up our entrance with blocks, so let's craft it. It's crafted in the classic way. Yeah, great. An oak door, and let's put it up somehow like this so that inside there was more space. By the way, I ran out of food again. Let's have a snack of berries and slightly increase the height of the ceilings in our descent so as not to bang our heads. Now the most interesting part is we need to make a food farm using cave roots. For this, we need a large vertical area well. I think this will be enough if there is not enough space, and we will need to increase the power. We will just dig down, put the roots at the very top, and in theory they will now grow. The main thing is not to accidentally break them because they do not fall out. They can be obtained, as I understand it, only from achievements. Let's make a foray to the surface again. But before that, we already have 27 metal ingots. Let's at least craft it. Time to remove the leather chest plate and equip iron. Okay, completely iron armor. Now it's safer to run through the caves, and by the way, how could I forget? We need to craft a shield. It seems it is crafted like this. Yeah, great. Now complete safety, and now well. It's already night outside. By the way, it's outside. I suggest how falling snow and cracking triggers me. Ice. Let's deal with the local resident. I seem to have miscalculated my strength. Almost all of my weapons have broken. Slowness has been cast on me. A zombie is chasing me. I need to urgently return to the shelter. There should be an entrance somewhere around here. Yeah, there is. The main thing from the cold. Yes, I still miscalculated my strength. You imagine, one zombie doesn't even have 2 sticks. Well, at least the food has grown with such an amount. Only 3 pieces, not much. So, I realized one thing. Crafting fire sticks is pointless. They are very weak. It's better to take an axe and fire charges. Okay, we still have to hunt zombies. We need more rotten flesh to craft a backpack. Or rather, not craft it, but get it for an achievement. So, let's take the remains of our tree and craft it. Oh, there are a lot of you. The first one is ready. The second one seems to be ready too. Everything is rotten flesh. We return to the base. In theory, we lay it out like this with a makar, and yes, we get combined rotten flesh. Now we need a fire. Damn it. We need either a fire or a smokehouse. Right now we have a fire. Now, let's go to the smokehouse. We also need the wood that we spend on the fire charges. I remember there was a tree somewhere up there. When it was dark, it was somewhere around here. The main thing is not to get lost, actually, because you can get lost in this blizzard in no time, and unfortunately, I have no more food. It seems like it's starting to get light. Yes, it seems like it's starting to get light. Oh, hello? Come closer. There is, but we don't need a skeleton. By the way, I recognize this place. There's a cave ahead where I died the second time, but a skeleton is guarding it for now. We can't get there. Finally, scraps of fabric fell from the ghost. Oh, by the way, another scrap of fabric. Even 2 of them. And as usual, not a single tree, just solid cacti. Damn. Well, damn, let's go. Let's look in the chest to see if we have another scrap of fabric, because we only need one element to craft a bed and put up a Sven point to feel safe while traveling. But no, unfortunately, it's not there. I'm so tired of being defenseless, even though I have a full set of iron. But in these conditions, you don't feel protected at all with such a set. Well, and as you understand, I still haven't gotten the tree data backpack, can wait well, and just in case I'll send you the quest book, because I want to go for diamonds, and if the quest book is lost, although no, it seems to be saved, so whatever. Let's take it with us, by the way. It just now dawned on me, remember somewhere at the beginning of the series I said that near the wall behind the wall I hear a river, so something tells me that I heard that waterfall, or that one, so I suggest breaking through that wall and see what kind of water is there. This passage, yeah. After all, that's not the source of water in this place. Several caves converge, as many as 4 tunnels. What do we have here? Ho, this is a plantation. I hear a bowstring being pulled there. I just looked down thinking how to comment on this mushroom glade, and I hear a bowstring being pulled somewhere in the distance. And there's some super intricate system of caves here. There are a lot of routes. It looks like this canyon can lead me right to a diamond deposit, but these caves are something else, by the way. What kind of? Or is this I can mine it if I understood the translation correctly? It's literally fire glass, by the way. We can make some kind of fire torch with it, which is a little brighter, and it also has protection from water. Wow. What is this? This is not diamonds. This is something else. Damn, mining speed. And how could I do this? Well, yeah, what was I counting on? Damn, I hope there are enough diamonds here at least for a pickaxe. No. Not enough. Well, what am I doing? I'm hot. It seems like I'm too hot. Yes. It's better not to go near the lava. It's good at least I can be in this place without taking damage. Great, we're leaving 11 diamonds in 10 minutes. And I think that's super. Let's get some useful resources in the safe zone we dug up. Coal, and we'll return. I already have a workbench of sticks. True. It's only enough for a pickaxe. But there's a pickaxe. Let's see right away what kind of stones these are. Moonstone is an interesting thing. That's what scared me now. Okay, 2 units of moonstone. Oh, wow. That's probably a very useful topic, especially if we go to some boss. Well, also a block with moonstone. Look what I found. We can create lunar tools using a diamond sword and a block of moonstones. We need to farm a little. This thing is very imbecile. There's only 1 unit more than a diamond sword. By the way, we completed 1 quest in the 4th column. It turns out I fared all the necessary mobs, and we can get a spawn egg of our choice. Well, a horse. I don't think we'll need a llama either. But a mule sounds imbecile. Let's take the mule spawn egg. Oh, these porcini mushrooms are needed for an achievement. We collect them, and, in theory, now we can get a special book. Yes, we complete the achievement and get a book with botany. Oh my god, how much? Well, everything is fine here. Let's leave this for later. We will also collect the inert crystals because we will need them to catch the elementals. And this thing, it seems to be ember. Yes, that's it. We also need it for the achievement if I'm not mistaken, but no, unfortunately. There are no achievements, although no, here it is. What's wrong? Why can't I get my reward? It seems I haven't reached it yet, and I first need to complete the achievement with fire glass. Oh, by the way, there's also fire glass here. I hope this is enough. Yes, great, free metal, and now we can already collect music, your watermelons, that's it. I was staring at the achievement for which I can get a whole block of moonstone. It was scary. I don't even remember the way home. The biggest difficulty now is finding my loot. Where is it? In the wilds of the caves. And I seemed to go here, then turned left. Here I got the moonstone. And where did I go next? It seems like up, and left. So here it is. Mushroom glade. Yeah, and here's my loot. We collect a full inventory, even a shield. It didn't fit, but it turns out that in this build you can strafe and do rolls. Wow, why did I think of this before? And look at what achievement I stopped at. We have 3 moonstones, and we can get a whole block of moonstone. Yes, it's true. We need to clear our inventory first. We take the moonstone block. All that's left is to create a blacksmith table, and we can make lunar tools. How is it created? 2 blocks of planks. No, for planks and 2 iron ingots. Great. Blacksmith table. Let's put it somewhere here. Oh yeah, pretty powerful tools. Okay, I suggest we expand our farmland a little. For this we leveled this rock. We'll collect some shoots and plant them absolutely all over the space. Well, now I suggest we try out our weapons and go look for a tree, and as luck would have it, it's night outside. Oh, who cares? We have a cool sword. Oh, I forgot about one feature. I'm freezing outside. Oh, hello? Here's my sword. How many of you are there? And here we have it. Oh. Overpass as a result. I completely accidentally came to my first shelter horde zombie. How many of you are here? Ishuni ho 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 vs. How many of them look this is some mob's ability. There is some kind of silverfish summoner. Or what is this? You need to illuminate all the corners. Okay with him. I think we can handle it quite easily. I hope. Come on, go down. How like here? Oh. It looks like I'm dead. Music. Go away. Oh, what's wrong with me? What's going on? You need to avoid getting into these particles. He damages himself. That's genius. No, while this is really some kind of genius, he damages himself with his own ult. No, I don't understand. How much can you do? I don't have the patience to fight him, friend. Are you kidding me? How much HP will you still have? It seems he has more than that after minutes of real time, and that's the whole reward. Well, at least we can create another skin element. We just combine rotten flesh. And get combined rotten flesh. Well, yes, we already stopped at this a couple of hours ago, because we need a tree to continue development, so a double. And I don't know which double we're going beyond. We searched for trees and found this same devil with 1,000,000 HP. I think we need another way out. By the way, to collect these flying spheres, we need inert crystals. Friends, do you have some kind of party here? Come on, you're here. Chita. And I'll move on. Oh, I see the sticks have survived. I'm collecting dry bushes. That's what I understand. Gameplay, by the way. These friends are apparently very offended that I'm on their side. I've already been there, in theory, if I'm not mistaken, so we need to walk in the other direction because on that side the overpass ends, or rather breaks off, and some abandoned checkpoint begins. For now, it's better for me not to go to that checkpoint because my armor is too bad. So this is our ghost of a ghost. I think we need Zuffer and a creeper too. By the way, what if a creeper blows up a ghost? Come on, let's blow it up, bam. Oh, by the way, what about the kids? Creepers? Okay, that was unexpected. But by the way, with the help of a creeper, you can farm mobs pretty quickly. They're one-shot. Oops. That is, I'm so blind that I just ran past a tree and didn't notice it. Yes, you haven't seen that in this world. Diamonds are easier to find than wood. By the way, this is some new type of wood. I haven't seen it yet. Well, all the seedlings have been looted. Now it's time to go home. Oh no, I misclicked. What is this anyway? I misclicked and opened my inventory out of fear. How many creepers are there anyway? 1,000,000 of them. Wow. At least they're a one-shot. Wow. Finally, I'm home. Since the seedlings are on the surface, they can't grow. Let's try to grow them in a cave. But for this, we need to level the territory a little because this space is too small for me. I think this depth should be enough. Let's plant them and go sort the inventory. Oh, by the way, we've already crushed 50 metal ingots, and in theory, we already have more than a stack of iron. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is that we will now have a fire. Now we can go wild. Let's take our leather blanks and dry them over the fire. I don't know how long is this. Well, it's a very short process, and if I'm right, we can now loot the backpack. Oh yeah, unfortunately, I can't get this achievement because it all comes down to fish, and seeds. By the way, how do I even get seeds? For the sake of appearances, I can plant a couple of cacti. Let them grow for beauty. I'm seriously thinking about a plantation. Okay, I'm thinking about making a wood plantation in this area. It's basically the farthest from bases. I'm hardly ever here, and plus here we have the main entrance to the mine. And if we grow trees here, they will automatically separate us from the entrance to the mine. Okay, first of all, we'll get the moonstone well, and let's start digging all this stuff. I'm using a diamond pickaxe because there are still a lot of diamonds below, as you remember, and soon we will go down there. In general, I dug a little area. I think this space will be enough for the first time, and at the same time I dug a little bit of clay. Well, yes, just a little bit, and I suggest smelting it and making a fireplace out of bricks after all the apocalypse. With the apocalypse, and I still want to sit by the fireplace in the evening. I think we are not yet so developed to go far from the spawn. At least in order to travel, you need to study magic, collect a few elementals. These are these flying spheres, and of course grow trees and get food supplies. Oh, by the way, do I have soil in the chests? There are only 10 pieces. Well, we have a lot of land outside, but let's plant the remaining trees. And we actually only have 3 river tree saplings and some kind of summer sun tree. Oh my, this is the second time. I think I'll lower the land block by 1 level when this tree grows. We'll do the same with it. And let's start planting here, by the way. We might have to increase the ceiling height a little because it seems like this might not be enough. Okay, and somewhere around here. Here, too. We'll need to get rid of this wall. I think I'll do it right now. This looks better. Well, let's increase the ceiling height. Yes, at least it looks more spacious. Now it's more spacious. The walls don't press so much. Well, although they didn't press so much before, but high ceilings are always good. We need to get rid of the water before I spill it on the saplings. By the way, bone meal, let's try to grow trees forcibly. Well, come here. Something tells me that they won't grow or there's too little space for them. Let's expand the territory a little. Although yas can grow in such conditions, and to be on the safe side, let's check if the trees have grown outside. We need to, by the way, we should also widen the passages here. Because when you go down, you still hit your head on the ceiling. By the way, it's daytime outside the window. And yes, the trees don't grow, and it looks like they won't grow. They're already covered in snow. So let's collect them and plant them inside the cave that we have on this side. I haven't been here yet. There's nothing interesting here either, just icebergs, and there's the river. And there's spawn. Okay, soon we'll melt all the clay. Let's throw in a little more. I think we need to craft from the remains of the tree. I'm looking for another chest because the storage space tends to run out. Unfortunately, the riverwood textures are quite interesting. You can even use it as some kind of decorative ottoman. Well, if you look from above, it seems to me that over time, I think we'll make a full-fledged storage area. The tree grew great. Just great. And by the way, it's good that we removed one level of the ceiling. The tree grew right up to it. Now there's life here. Now it looks much more comfortable. Although it seems like only one tree, it changes the feel of the shelter. Let's create another iron hatchet. Axes, by the way, are the most expensive consumable items so far because they are best used to fight local zombies. By the way, what beautiful foliage these trees have. In fact, it's profitable to grow them because they also grow berries, which are quite nutritious. These trees can be propagated because they produce very few leaves, and given the drop chance, this can actually be a minus. I don't want to stupidly level this cave and create a huge square out of it, so I think you can create some kind of room here, an observation post for our garden. Improvised, we remove all approaches to this balcony so that it is in some safety. What if a zombie breakthrough occurs? Clay bricks, by the way, squeeze the first stack. Let's create brick blocks from them and put them aside for now. What's in the box? We need to go down into the mine for diamonds. Music, yo, look what I found. This is the perfect observation deck. Let's not do it. Let's spend some coal, and while all this is melting, I wanted to say, and there's iron. Let's get it. Okay, let's create a bucket, and we can go down. We must not forget to scoop up some water somewhere along the way. We have another cave here. I don't understand if I'm in that kind of biome or what, but the caves here are literally like Swiss cheese. Wherever you look, there's a new branch. If you don't remember the location, you can get lost in no time. I hope I can go up now and see the crowns of the trees. Oh yeah, all the trees have grown. Hooray, we have renewable wood. It remains to be seen how many seedlings will drop. Another tree. Right before your eyes, you really are some kind of small tree. But the main thing is the saplings for now. So, I had 4 trees sitting there. And now 5 saplings have dropped. This is certainly not as profitable and productive, but at least we are coming out on top. What do you think about crafting diamond armor? Is there any point in it at all, considering how much damage it does to mobs? Well, I probably need to craft a chest plate. And by the way, I never met a spider during the entire hike. Damn, how am I supposed to get this achievement? I want both a backpack and a sleeping bag, and 3 fish separate me from these 2 cool things.